Hi Internet, welcome to today's edition of Stop and Think, the puzzle channel. Today we will be looking at the Sunday New York Times Crossword puzzle posted on March 2nd, 2025. The constructor is Adam Wagner, the editor is Will Shorts. I'm your host here on the channel. My name is John Appleseed, and today's title is Rainbow Connection. And I see some colored lines here in the grid, red, yellow, and violet. So maybe we'll have all the colors of the rainbow in there and find our rainbow connection. And let's get into the puzzle. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All right, one across is town. One down is word after second or split. Don't know. 19 across, mid-voyage. Don't know. 23 across, go ahead. Responses, okays, maybe. Go ahead, okay, go ahead. 27 across, high school exams taken for college credit. The AP tests, maybe. 31 across, what a daredevil might go without. Might go without a net. And 37 across, one of two in this clue. What does this clue have two ofs? There are two, I'd have to count all the letters, don't know. One down, word before second or before split. That's probably second banana, split, banana split, second banana. So let's take out okays. The second banana is kind of second billing in an act. Mid-voyage, two down, hard court tournament. U.S. Open, maybe? That's a tennis thing, right? And three down, what might fill you up after you fill up? Gas station snacks or something. Town, not bus, unless we have some shenanigans going on here. What does the red line indicate? Mid-voyage. Go ahead. Nods. Could be go ahead responses. Yeah, I'm not sure. 37 across, that was one of two. And I don't know. Okay, let's move over here. 4 across, blank funny. The most exciting phrase to hear in science, per Isaac Asimov. Maybe that's funny, because it means there's something that you need to explain, and that's what science is all about, explaining what doesn't make sense. 20 across, members of a tough crowd, perhaps? Don't know. 24 across, the humanities, traditionally. Don't know that. 28 across, hockey goal scored by deflecting an incoming puck. I don't know the term for that. 32 across, binary pronoun options. Don't know. 4 down, parliamentary conservatives in the UK. That would be Tories. In 5 down, cuisine style that's kept simmering at the table. Hot pot, maybe? I think that fits. 6 down, pantheon of Norse gods. Asgard isn't quite the pantheon, is it? I don't know. 7 down, send. Maybe if, like Thor, we bring the rainbow. If I'd seen more of those Marvel movies, maybe I would know that. 7 down, send. Transmit, maybe? That does fit. 8 down, W99 abbreviation. Your W9 is a tax form and it would have your social security number on it, a 9-digit number. Booers would be members of a tough crowd, which reminds me of the Simpson episodes where they're booing Mr. Burns, but his assistant says, no, they're not saying boo, they're saying boo-earns. 20 down, came clean. 28 across, that's the hockey, or maybe that's like a tip in? That would make sense. Binary pronoun options. Arts and letters might be the humanities. That is the category in Trivial Pursuit for humanity-related questions. Aesir is a term from Norse mythology. I don't know exactly what it means, but let's try that. Something is wrong here, isn't it? This doesn't look right. There. Bathed. Oh, maybe this is he or she. You might say he or she when writing in order not to have to use a gender-specific pronoun. Bathed, Tories, hot pot. Okay, that does work. 33 down. Blank pants, loose-fitting garb, harem pants, like Jeannie wore in I Dream of Jeannie. 25 down. Set new records, say informally. Don't know. Okay. 9 across. Don't take offense nowadays. Don't know. 9 down. Shorten name on a Pelicans jersey. Don't know. 10 down. Well-connected group. Well-connected. Maybe something to do with electricity or something? Don't know. 11 down. Take a breather. No. And 12 down. Milliners decorations. Milliners are hat makers. So maybe hat bands or something like that. 13 down, stayed home for dinner. 8 in. I've seen that in crossword puzzles a little bit more often recently, it seems like. And 14 down, Nebraska actor Bruce. Don't know. 15 down, shape of the border between yin and yang. That's that Taoist symbol with an S shape dividing the dark and light halves of the symbol. Don't take offense. 21 across, some painkillers. Opiates? Maybe? Is there a Bruce Dern? I think that fits. 29 across, follower of Robespierre in 18th century France. Set new records could be you acted as a DJ. You DJ'd. And Jacobin was one of the factions in French history, French politics. I don't know that they're associated with Robespierre, but it would fit with the letters we've got, so I'm going to try it. I don't know. I think that's hockey, the Pelicans. OPEC? Oil well. They are connected to oil wells. They are a group connected to oil wells. OPEC. Take a breather. Sit out. Sit this one out. Hat bands, maybe, for the milliner's decorations. 34 across. Photographer Golden. Ian, maybe. 39 across. Mafiosi. Made men. Members of an organized crime family. Is this no shade? I think Bruce Dern is an actor. Maybe Laura Dern's father could be. So no shade. I'm not throwing shade at you. No shade. I guess that makes sense. I'm trying Nola. Sit one out. Nan Golden, maybe. 45 across. Temper. Don't know. 51 across. Taiwan-based tech giant. That is usually Acer, something to do with computers in Taiwan. But there is another one, isn't there? I think it ends in US. Let's try sit one out. Temper could be your mood. You're in an ill temper. You're in a bad mood. Walks leisurely for 41 down. Mosey's. Yes. Asus with an A maybe. Came from. Emanated from. Yes, that fits. And 56 across. It's simultaneously attractive and repulsive. A magnet is Is the green line somehow representing the letter G? G for green? What is 62 across? Like much limestone, gray. Maybe this is this line that I'm going back and forth across is a G. This is an R. Could this be an extra E? Athletic competitions are meets. Okay, so I think the green line represents the letters G-R-E-E-N going down. So a magnet, I guess limestone is gray in color. 74 across. On the safe side, nautically, a lee. You're in the lee side of the wind. And then this needs an N. Makes mincemeat of. Grinds. If you grind up meat, or what is mincemeat made out of? It's like nuts and suet and stuff like that. 57 down, 16 years for Little League Baseball, age limit. Okay, so this is grinds, and these are all actual words. Manet, the artist, Gay, Metz, Ale, and grids, but we are inserting the letters in the word green going down, so it's actually magnet, gray, meets, a lee, and grinds. All right. Okay, I think I know a little bit more about what's going on now. Let's keep going here. 84 across, hurt badly, maim. You charm the husk right off of the corn, maim. You coax the blues right out of the horn, maim. Not that maim, but that's a nicer thought. 84 down, driver. Don't know. 89 across is omni, I think, for all accompanying prefix. Is this marine or marina? Near those really quite fit saltwater, do they? Maybe. I guess marine does. It's a saltwater area. It's a marine area. Driver. Single player and multiplayer for 2 for 79 down. 95 across is something to chew on. Okay, I think we've exhausted that for now. Let's move over to this corner and think we've got orange over here. So maybe O-R-A-N-G-E. It does fit the number of letters. Okay, so 16 across, a New York City neighborhood where the cronut was invented, and there's going to be an extra O in here. Could it be Soho? 22 across, neighbor of Pakistan. And we need an R in here. So Iran borders Pakistan, but the R is there. This is Ian, Iran, with the R in that line. 26 across, move gingerly, with an extra A. Not sure. 30 across, winged pest, with an N. So maybe gnat, gnat. This would be need a G. 35 across, expecting, formally. Pregnant, or a shortened form of the word pregnant. 42 across, armada vessel. Not sure. 16 down is longtime host Robert of NPR's All Things Considered. Robert... I don't know. 17 down, tries. Has a go. I'll have a go. I'll try. 18 down, approximate weight of a subcompact car or a medium-sized giraffe. I'm going to guess 1 ton for that. So then Soho would fit here. Robert Siegel, yes. I don't know if it's with an E or an A. Prego could be a shortened way to say pregnant, informal way to say pregnant, expecting. Okay, so I think Robert Siegel has a go, and Armada vessel, a galleon, a Spanish galleon of the Spanish Armada. So we get gallon, prego, gat, east, southeast, Ian, and showtime. All of these could be crossword answers on their own, but we're inserting the letters of the word orange in them to make Soho, Iran, ease for move gingerly, gnat for a winged pest, prego with 2 G's, and galleon for a Spanish Armada ship. Okay, so let's try out our newfound knowledge over in this section again. Town, a berg. If we need an R for red. Mid-voyage, you are a sea. You are at sea, on the sea. And this needs nods. So nose becomes nods. And 3 down is probably gas station something. What might fill you up after you fill up. A gas station, whatever. 1 of 2 in this clue. And we have two T's. I don't know. 43 across, smidgen could be a tad. 47 across, sacred bird of Egyptian mythology. Let's try ibis. 54 across, part of an underground network. Don't know. 60 across, personal. No. 66 across, warning letters before a link. Not safe for work. 72 across, Oscar-winning Michelle. Don't know. 47 down. At a time like this, scorching blank, not convincing argument is needed. Scorching ideas. 48 down, Super Mario character, also known as King Koopa. I don't know that. Gone by is past. One of 2 in this clue. Anapest, or an ape. Hot pot, I think, is right. Tories, bathed, past. U.S. Open, banana. I don't understand 37 across. Something must be wrong there. What is part of an underground network? And personal. This might be gas station food for what fills you up after you fill up. 72 across, it's the Oscar-winning Michelle Yeoh. Line of questioning. Scorching irony. Root would be an underground network under a tree. If it's your personal property, it's your own. Bowser, I think, is a game from or a character from the Mario franchise. 77 across, a pompous eye is the royal we. And we need a W in that yellow line. So royal we, like that, which is the word royale. 83 across, capital of East Timor is, doesn't quite click. 88 across, sloth? No. So let's look at this yellow line. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. 44 across, 1 tapped by leadership. Don't know. I want rotate, but we need a Y as the second letter to gyrate. Yes, that works. 55 across, maritime hazard, a reef, E-F. 61 across, Mont Blanc, for example, par exemple. With an L here, Alpes, in French, known as les Alpes with an E at the end. So, par exemple in the clue means, for example, in French, giving us a hint that we'll need a French language answer. So if we spell Alp the French way, and the L is in that yellow line, that does make sense. 68 across, narrative arc with an L. Plot, And 73 across, modest bouquet. Not sure. 49 down, blank hook, device attached to a rope or cable. Grappling hook. I'm much more familiar with the Zelda franchise than I am with the Mario Bros. But yeah, so there's a nice shout out to Zelda there. 50 down, stillness, repose. And 44 down, 2-point play in American football is a safety. So Sir is tapped by leadership by the queen or king to be made a knight. You are tapped with a sword. You are dubbed sirloin of beef or whatever it is. So a Sir is tapped by leadership. Okay. A posy is a small bouquet of flowers, a modest bouquet of flowers, a posy. Okay, that works. I think it's deli, D-E-L-I. It could be, no, is it dilly? I'm going to call this color violet, not lavender, but dilly makes me think of this song. Lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. If I were king, dilly dilly, I'd need a queen. An A-line dress is a style of dress that looks like the letter A. 88 across, sloth is one of the 7 deadly sins. Appropriate as we are getting into Lent. Ash Wednesday is this week. Line of questioning. Why is it that I'm having such trouble with this crossword puzzle today? All right, 92 across, blank rebellion. 19th century Chinese conflict. I'm going to say Boxer rebellion, but that does not fit. We need a V here for violet. That's how I remembered the names of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv, the colors of the rainbow. So V for violet. I think 101 showy. 106 across, spin-off of a popular lecture series. With an O here. Fighting. With an L. 116 across, Nike swoosh. Or McDonald's golden arches. Those are logos, or what would it be with an E? 120 across, Twister star Bill. Bill Paxton, I don't know. 92 down, comes to. 93 down, retort that sounds like a Star Wars character. You are 2. No, I'm not. R2 sounds like R2D2. Showy. Fighting at it. Is this not violet? You smiled at me so sweetly. Since then one thought occurs, that we fell in love completely. The day that I bought you violets for your furs. I'm pretty sure that's violet, but none of the letters of the word violet don't seem to fit. So I'm going to come over to this section of the puzzle and work over here for a little bit. Ants, a formicary is an ant farm, so ants would be the residents. 58 across, malty craft beer. Don't know. 63 across, gender abbreviation. Don't know. I'm going to skip the blue line for a minute. 64 across, mama's mama is grandmother or nana, maybe. 71 across, vaping implement. An e-cig, I think. 76 across, comedian Phillips, emo Phillips. And 82 across, actor Sebastian Blank of the Avengers movies, Sebastian Stan. And 87 across, slippery. That might be eely, like an eel. 65 down, extreme pain is agony. Sloth is an animal. Was sloth our 7 deadly sin over here? Okay, so we have sloth is as a clue used twice in 2 different senses. Sloth the sin and sloth the animal. 53 down, star witness, a space telescope. Maybe something you would use to witness a star. 87 across, let's try eely, like an eel. 82 down, Rockefeller Plaza, muralist. I saw this in a puzzle. I think it's cert. It surprised me because the clue was a Spanish muralist whose work is featured in 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Cert does not seem like a Spanish name to me. Maybe it's Catalan or something like that. 91 across, sightseeing need. A URL is something you would need to see a website. And 97 across is too overwhelmed with emotion to speak. Oh, this is violet. This is indigo. This is indigo, not violet. You ain't been blue. No, no, no. You ain't been blue till you had that mood, indigo. So ornate for 101 across, showy, spin-off. This is a D, so TED, I think TEDx is the spin-off of the TED Talks. Fighting at it, the I in indigo goes there. This is a T. 116 across, logo. Yes, we need the G from indigo to complete the word logo and change it from Lou. Not quite yet, soon. Sun becomes soon. Bill Paxton, it is Bill Paxton. The Taiping Rebellion and comes to is totals. So I was sure this line was violet, but then I saw this color, and this looks much more violet than that one does. So this is indigo, the I in Roy G. Biv. Okay, that makes me feel better. So let's go back up here and finish this again. A bit of smack talk. 42 down, Sydney Siders salutation. I guess that is somebody who lives in Sydney in Australia. So g'day, mates. 35 down, American patriot Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense. Author of the Goosebumps series for 36 down. That's R.L. Stein. So dis is a bit of smack talk. Yes, a dis. Malty craft beer. Is there a rye IPA? Some kind of IPA. IPA is India Pale Ale, a craft beer. Rye seems to fit. I've never heard of a rye IPA, but let's try it. That's a gender abbreviation. This is blue. 70 across, band whose name is a rhyme scheme. ABBA. ABBA is a common rhyme scheme in poetry. ABBA indicating which lines rhyme with which. 75 across, Derby entry with an L here. Don't know. 81 across, verifiable. True. Using the blue from, or the U from blue. And 85 across, packaging cords. Probably a plural, so I'm going to try g'day mates for 42 down. Feminine would be abbreviated as FEM. Risen from the ashes, reborn. Derby entry. A colt would be a horse that might be entered in the Kentucky Derby or another race lead into a stark reality. Facts. Don't know. 90 across, goddess of the dawn is Eos. Fact is, maybe if somebody was explaining a stark reality to you. 80 down is a knight's need. You need a steed, I guess, a horse. 86 down, puns and anagrams. Not sure what that is. Colt, tray. Twines? To get the E from blue in here. Okay, twines, that works. Wordplay for puns and anagrams. Having a difficult time today. 95 across, something to chew on. Don't know. 102 across, big name in fruit juice, or the first three letters of the fruit in it. Palm is a fruit juice brand that has pomegranate in it. 107 across, beers advertised with the slogan La Vida Más Fina. Is that Corona or Modelo? And they both fit, of course. 113 across, tidy way to color, and where 7 words are hiding in this puzzle. Inside the lines. That's the way you want to color, tidily, and the letters are hiding inside the colored lines. 117 across, course with a name derived from the French word for clear, the table. I don't know. 121 across, big name in Western wear. No. 113 down, points the finger at. IDs, identifies. 107 down, app letters missing from technology review site. CHET. What? CNET. Oh, CNET is a technology review site, I think. 102 down, following. Don't know. Driver. And 79 down, single player and multiplayer for 2. Those are 2 kinds of game modes, which I used when playing Zelda with my son and daughter. Let's try Corona for La Vida Más Fina. Dessert? How does that come from clear the table? I guess the table is dessert. I always thought it was dessert because it comes from the verb to deserve. It's something that you deserved. Posse is your following. I guess I was wrong. I was misinformed in my high school French class. Maybe it comes from, because now the table is deserted of its former dishes. Driver. Stetson is a big name in Western wear. Memo header for 109 down. Attention. Nero was an emperor. Posse. A motorist is a driver of a car. A teether is something you would give a baby to chew on. So marine is correct. Encryption code, like an MD5 hash code maybe in computer science lingo. Let's try that. Okay, we're almost done here. 97 across, is too overwhelmed with emotion to speak. With a V hidden there in the violet line. 103 across, what E on a gauge means. Add fuel, I think. Stop for gas. You're almost out of gas. Prop for 110 across. Prop, don't know. 118 across, filmmaker John, who directed the Thriller music video. I saw something about this recently, but I don't remember. 122 across, good grief, my something. 114 down, popular wood for American whiskey barrels until a 20th century blight. Hadn't heard that, but with a 3-letter tree beginning with E is probably elm. This could be my God for good grief. John 1:04 down, a fun romance. My romance doesn't have to have a moon in the sky. My romance doesn't need a blue lagoon standing by. All right, so a fun romance would be a fling. Cuando is the Spanish word for when. My God for good grief. John Landis is a filmmaker. Virgil wrote the Aeneid, an epic poem. And 91 down, except if, unless. So prop plane for 110 across. Add fuel, looks like it is right. Can't even would be too overwhelmed with emotion to speak. The V is in the line, so it is canteen becomes can't even. 105 across, iPhone speaker. With an I here could be Siri. 111 across, actress Carrie of HBO's The Leftovers. Don't know that. 115 across, word on a shop sign. Shop spelled as in ye olde shop. So I think that's what that is. 119 across, some Bay Area athletes, familiarly, with an E. The A's, the Giants, the San Jose Sharks, the San Francisco 49ers, none of those click. 123 across, some flight tracker data for short, with an E there, so that could be ETAs or ETDs. Estimated times of arrival or departure. Oh, was I looking at the wrong clue again? Yes, 100 down is Bay Area athlete, so that is the Niners. I was looking at the wrong clue. I thought I was in this one. 119 across, equal. Peer is your equal. Worn down is eroded. So Carrie, V-I-O, Carrie Coon, I don't know that name. Eroded and ETDs, and I think D finishes the puzzle. No. I must have something. Oh, I left this space blank because I still don't understand. One of two in this clue. It's correct. 37 minutes is a long time for a Sunday puzzle for me, so I did struggle with this one. I think anapest sounds like it's a word. This clue has two anapests in it, apparently. Or is it an ape? I don't know. It turned out to be correct. I'm going to have to Google the word anapest and find out what that means. Or let me know in the comments if you know what that is getting at. So we had colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And we had to use the letters of those colors that are hiding inside the lines in order to complete the clues. But all the clues without those missing letters are valid crossword answers if they were using different clues. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.